Hi, welcome to my channel, and today's video is going to be a girl chat. And honestly speaking, this is my favorite segment of my YouTube channel because we get to get real and talk about real things, real experiences, and gain real wisdom from it. But before we get into today's video, please subscribe to my channel and click the subscribe button below. Comment and share. I want to know you're watching. I want to know what you think. Let's get chatting. So, like I said, today's video is a girl chat, and I wanted to talk about, I think, probably one of the most talked about topics at the moment. You know, I guess in the last few years, it's become a more talked about thing, I guess, than before. Side chick versus the main chick. Who is winning? First of all, a side chick, in my view, is a person that, for instance, if you're like married, yeah, and then the man has like a girlfriend on the side, I guess that would be a side chick. But I also think that sometimes there are people who are in relationships and they have like a person that they call a main person. Like I'm in a relationship with this person, but they've got like somebody else on the side who's just not official. They're just like, you know, there, and they have relations with them. So yeah, I guess to me that would be a definition of like a side chick, someone who is apart from your relationship. So the main chick, I guess, would be the person that is your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, the person that you're committed to, the person that you're in a relationship with. Now, at the minute, I know that the biggest battle is always that, like, people that are deemed as side chick have become a little bit more vocal. They've become a little bit more confident in claiming that position, because for some reason, if a man is in a relationship, a committed relationship, and has someone else on the side, it seems as if he desires the other person on the side more than he desires the person that he is with. Because if he was content with the person that he was with, he would not go outside looking for whether it's entertainment or companionship or whatever it is that they go and look for outside. I don't know. I'm a girl. Anyway, so yeah. So I guess it gives a bit of a confidence boost to the side chick, because they feel like, yeah, I'm fulfilling him. I'm the one he runs to. I'm the one that helps him. I'm the one he desires. And I think it's that desire that a man shows for that woman that gives them the confidence. And now, so much more that it gives them the confidence to come and even not be afraid to hide from the wife or the girlfriend or the fiance that, you know, your man wants me. You know, I entertain your man. I know him better than you do. And I guess that's where the hurt comes from for a person who's in a relationship with that person, because then you know that your man has exposed himself to a level that girl can disrespect you like that, you know, and has exposed your relationship to, I guess, that kind of negativity. Now, that said, I do think that, let me just move to the back again. I do think that sometimes we give the outside people too much attention, and I don't think the attention should be on them. Attention should always be on the person that you're in a relationship with, because they are the ones that made a promise to you. They are the ones that committed to being in a relationship with you. If you're married, they're the ones that said vows to have, to hold, to forsake all others, and to be dedicated to you, to be faithful to you. So it's the person that you're in a relationship that you should hold accountable, and not the outside person. But today's video, I really wanted, after making that distinction, I really wanted to just have a chat around why, first of all, why does a woman want to be a side chick? You know, I do think that sometimes some of these things, it's not as deliberate as you think. When we are younger as women, we are more impressionable, we are more pliable, you know. When a man lies to you, sometimes you don't know that he's lying to you because you're young and naive, and you honestly don't know the difference between an honest person and the person that's deceiving you. You know, to you, when a guy tells you nice things, they're just nice things and it's believable. And I personally, when you're young, I don't blame you. You know, I don't blame the fact that you found yourself in the situation. What I do hold you accountable for is what you do once you know. You know, because there's so many of us where maybe you didn't know that the person was in a relationship and you started to get to know them, you know, but then along the way you find out that this person is with somebody or this person is married. Then you need to be able to make a decision and say, you know what, I'm not going to stay with you if you are in a relationship with somebody else. I am priced above rubies. I am worth it. When you're with me, you get support. When you're with me, you get companionship. When you're with me, you get friendship. You get fun. Okay? You get money. You get respect. So if you don't want that, if you don't want what I have to offer, then I don't want you. You know, I don't want someone who wants somebody else. I want someone who wants me. So I think you ought to be telling yourself that, because at some point you stop making the excuse that you don't know. I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, even I was pliable. I could be lied to by a man. He could tell me, oh, I love you, I'll do anything for you, and I'll believe him, you know. But as I got older, I started to see through the lies. I can tell when a man is lying. And how do you tell? You what do you say? You put their words to the test. How do you put the words to the test? Is what they're saying matching what they're doing? So it's not acceptable that you should accept to be someone's side chick. Do you know that if you're a side chick, then you're telling a man that it's okay for him not to commit to you, you know, and he'll still get whatever he wants to get from you. It's okay for him not to value you. It's okay for him not to invest in you, you know. And you must never look at money, because I know a lot of side chicks, it's all about what they get from the man. You must never look at money as an investment from a man. You can get your own money. So never use that as a measure of how much someone loves you. There are people who've got money to waste. That means nothing. Anyway, I digress. So the main chick, I think you need, once you discover that there is that situation, I guess circumstances are different for married people, especially because sometimes you can't just leave. You need to figure out what that means for you and your marriage and your partner, because some people generally make mistakes, and then you need to talk about it, go for counseling, forgive, and whatever. But what I want to focus on is yourself. First of all, you're not in competition with the other person, as I said before. You're not in competition with society. That don't feel bad, and don't feel like because your man has gone out there, then you're not beautiful, or you're not worth it, or you're not that you're not priced above rubies. You're wonderful. You know, God, you're fearfully and wonderfully made, and you are a wife. God called you for this, you know, for this man. So don't question your worth because of what that man is doing outside. You must never even start to define or equate your worth based on how he relates with you. Whether he compliments you, that means you're not beautiful. It doesn't matter. You know, like what really matters is you feeling beautiful, you knowing that you're beautiful on the inside, and letting that overflow to the outside, because it shows, you know, the way you relate with people, the way you treat yourself, the way you would treat like your family, your children, your joy, you know, your wonder, the exciting things about you, the sparkle. Don't lose that sparkle because somebody didn't honor their vows to you. You need to always remember that they are losing, they are missing out. Okay, and at the end of the day, let me tell you why a side chick is desirable. Okay, if nobody has ever told you, I'm gonna be the one to tell you. Okay. So number one, now that I'm married, I can honestly say a side chick is desirable because they don't get to deal with the day-to-day issues of living with someone, living with a man. Okay, and the day-to-day issues of managing a home together and building a life together. We don't always talk about going on dates and flowers and, you know, or all these other romantic ideas that you have of what a relationship should be. It's not always like that. Sometimes we talk about money. You talk about church, prayer, stuff like that. Like, you get distracted serving in church, jobs, work, traveling, being apart. There is a whole lot more to building a life with someone, family, relatives, there's so much that sometimes it feels like there isn't room for fun. It feels like there isn't room for excitement. You have to be deliberate about building that in your relationship, and I'll leave that to the expert to tell you on how to do that. I really want to say that that's why that someone from the outside is attractive, because they're not carrying those burdens. You're not going to them to say, oh, how are we going to pay these school fees? You're not doing that. You're just going to them and say, oh, she's always talking about these school fees. She's always talking about ABCD and always demanding, and she wants this and she wants that. But if she doesn't ask for those things, how are you going to live together? It's necessary. So I can understand why somebody on the outside is appealing, because they seem like they're less of a responsibility. You understand? They're less of a burden. They require less from you. Oh my goodness. Like, that is someone should catch that. Do you know that a side chick requires less from a man? That's why they are more appealing. But I think that says more about the woman than it says about anything else. Because why should you want a man who wants to give you less? Why should you want a man who doesn't want to give you more and more? You should ask for more. You will get more. But if you ask for less, the man will always give you less. But he wants to get more and more out of you, wasting your time, wasting your good years, your childbearing years, your youth. Why? You're so worth it. God loves you. God didn't send Jesus Christ to die on the cross so that you can be someone's side chick and be asking for less. You're worth so much more. So for the woman, you need to get that in your head, and that's why that is more appealing. And I think that at the end of the day, when someone wants to cheat, they're going to cheat. Whether you're a good wife, whether you don't burden him, it doesn't matter what you do, whether you do it upside down, you drop it like it's hot, it doesn't matter. When someone has decided that they want something else, they've decided that they want something else. What I'm trying to do here is to encourage you to separate yourself from the idea that, it's you that needs to fix it. It's you that needs to fix him in order for him not to want to go outside. There's a lot that we can do to make our marriages enjoyable, our relationships fun, and enjoy the companionship that is within the relationship. But at the end of the day, it's not your responsibility to make sure that person doesn't cheat. I think if a person wants to go astray, they will go astray. So who's winning between the side chick and the wife? 75% of the time, the husband never leaves the wife. So why do you want to be that kind of an option as a side chick? Why do you want to put yourself in that position? I think if a person wants something else, let them go to that something else and leave you in peace. Otherwise, don't sit there questioning your worth, your beauty, your value, and who you are and who God created you to be, because someone didn't love you right. So yeah, okay, that's it.